If you're watching us on Sony Live, I want to tell all of you, please follow us on 3x3BL on Instagram and YouTube. You can watch us live there too. Coming up is one very interesting game. It's going to be a very, very, very heavy tie-up because the team coming up is none other than the team that consists of Chief, a King, and the General. I'm talking about Team Gurugram Masters. Team Gurugram Masters is here. And playing against Team Gurugram Masters, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Team Bangalore Machas. All the way south we go. Can I have a round of applause for Team Bangalore Machas coming up? Thank you. This one's going to be an interesting one. The sun is just about to set on my left shoulder, and with that, can I invite the captain of Gurugram Masters and the captain of Bangalore Machas for the toss with me, please. Good luck to both the teams. This is the coin, this is tails, this is heads. Who's calling? Bangalore Machas. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Bangalore Machas win the toss and we'll take the ball. All the best, and let's get back to the comm box.
Thank you, Rishi. Gurugram Masters versus Bangalore Machas. Who is going to be the winner and the runner of this pool is what remains to be seen in this game. And yes, Gurugram Masters did have an easier run in the first game that they played against Chandigarh Bees. And the Bangalore Machas did have a stiff fight on their hands from the Hyderabad bowlers. Commendable performance by both the losing teams though. And what was remarkable was the fact that Chandigarh Bees were playing one-hand shot, and they did have a very good second game, although it was a close loss for them. A little heartbreaking, but here we are, waiting to see who's going to finish winner or runner of this pool. Inderbir Singh Gill wearing jersey number 12 for Gurugram Masters. Bikramjit Singh Gill wearing jersey number 6. Marcus Hammonds the second wearing jersey number 7, and Vivek Chauhan wearing jersey number 3. Marcus Hammonds, by the way, is from Gary, Indiana, from the US of A. And Bangalore Machas are being represented by international Arvind Armugam wearing jersey number 15, Anil Kumar BK jersey number 7, Himanshu Sharma jersey number 8, and international Shashank Rai with jersey number 23. Both teams are fairly evenly pitted, and who is going to go up against the big man, the bearded king? It will most certainly be Arvind Armugam, who will be matching up against him. And Marcus has had a good game in the first one. So the second one is also looking to be an exciting one for Marcus. He has shown a lot of excitement being here in India and experiencing India in all its beauty, although it's just been a few days. And he has one that has endeared himself to all the players and the crew alike. So it's been a pleasure having all these players from all over the world come and play here at the 3BL. And we welcome them all and hope that they will be with us for a long, long time. And may we open the doors for many more exciting players to come forward in the future. Vivek, a product of the NBA Academy, has also played very well. And in fact, Inderbir Singh Gill, the general, has had some very nice words to say about the young gun on his team and says he has a lot of potential and he's playing very well. And as we can see, Arvind Armugam and Anil Kumar, along with Himanshu, an experienced side there as well. Himanshu had a very good season last season in the season 2 of our league. And Himanshu is the one that's going to take the inbounds for Bangalore Machas. Arvind being marked by Marcus Hammonds. Indy with the rebound, kicks it out to the Chief. Chief to the King. And the General missing that one, but Arvind is there to pick up the rebound for Machas. Anil Kumar. Ball lost, stolen by Inderbir. Back to Bick. Bick tries to put it in, but he misses it. This time it is Himanshu. Arvind. Back to Anil. A lot of ball rotation. Finding the open man, that's Indy to Big. Indy makes a lovely incisive pass to Big, and Big converts that one. Himanshu taking it there and missing it. But this time, Arvind Armugam is there to pick it up and put it back inside. One apiece, but Big is there. Challenged by Arvind, and Big draws a foul in the process. The bearded king goes to the line. Will get one free throw. Scores are level. Both teams sizing each other up before they start shredding it is what we assume. And Big makes it. Shashank Rai kicks it out to Anil. Vivek has come in place of Indy. And this time it's the Chief who's going to take a breather while Indy is back into the game. Big and Indy exchange the ball possession over there. Kicks it out back to Big. And yes, that's a 2. The big man can score inside and outside. The bearded king rules like never before. Shashank still awaiting, but Arvind is the one that makes that one, attempts that one. But Big is there to scoop it up and make that layup. Challenged by Arvind, but yet Big makes it, draws a foul in the process. This is an and one. And can Big make this one as well? Remains to be seen. And there's a quick substitution. Vivek will go out and the Chief comes in. Marcus Hammonds the second. Oh yes, that he does. Nice touch there by Big. Indy with the rebound. Throws it out to Marcus. Screen set, finding the open man, but Big is not quick enough there because Himanshu got there before. And in return, Shashank Rai attempts a 2. Almost taken, yes, taken by the Bangalore Machas thanks to Himanshu. Shashank Rai tries to penetrate inside, and yes, he does, forces it. Makes that shot over a challenging Marcus Hammonds. Indy trying to find Big, but Big not able to hold it, loses the ball possession to Machas. Machas kicks it out to Shashank. Shashank tries to go inside. Big is there to challenge. And he draws a foul in the process. Shashank makes that shot. So this is going to be an and one situation. Shashank, an upcoming player, an exciting player to watch. Very aggressive. Grown a huge deal in the last couple of years. Started to play for India. Makes that count. Vivek tries to find Marcus, but that's not good. He misses the pass totally, almost makes an attempt of it. But Shashank is there, and that's nothing but net. 2 for Shashank. Indy, a fake there, goes in, kicks it out to Vivek. Vivek unable to make it. Back out, Machas with the ball. Arvind Armugam attempts a 2. Rebounded by Marcus. Indy takes it to the hoop, doesn't convert, but that was a great attempt, though it would have been really nice if it had gone in, but that didn't. Marcus spotting up for a long 2 and he makes it. The Chief at it. Indy back out to Vivek. But Shashank is there to grab it, but loses the ball, unable to hold, get a grip of it. Gurugram Masters have a slender lead of just 2.6 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. 2 team fouls for the Bangalore Machas, and Gurugram Masters have just 1. A quick discussion. Many of these players, Inderbir Singh Gill, has come in from Spokane, Washington. And Bikramjit Singh Gill has come in from Canada. Marcus from Gary, Indiana, but flew in from Philippines from a league there. So all of these players are to a certain extent struggling with jet lag. And it's very exciting to have them over, and they're yet trying to find their groove, which they will very shortly once the jet lag is all done and dusted. Anil with the rebound for the Machas, finding Arvind in the paint. Arvind struggling there with Big challenging him every step of the way. Indy comes in place of Vivek. It's going to be Gurugram Masters ball. Big will take the inbounds. Challenge there, but Indy has a second attempt, not able to make it. Marcus Hammonds is there to pick it up. Bick is there now, but a struggle there. They lose the ball. Bangalore Machas with possession. Marcus Hammonds back in the action. The Chief with the ball right now. Back, behind the back pass to Bick. Bick is not able to make it, but Marcus does hustle over there to pick the rebound, and yes, he makes it. That was quite the struggle, but Marcus was persistent enough to pick it up and put it back inside and make it count. Gurugram Masters continue to hold a lead. 3 points difference there. Machas are trailing by 3. A quick substitution while Marcus steps out for a breather and Vivek Chauhan comes in. Arvind Armugam struggles there with Bick, marking him, and a foul has been called on Bick. Bick is not happy with that call, but that's what it is. And a few words exchanged in good jest. Arvind Armugam will go to the free throw line. 2 fouls apiece for both the teams. Nice touch there. Arvind making the best of that free throw. Indy driving to the hoop, not able to make it. Bick is there, but he's able to only push the ball out, and it is Machas ball. Arvind spotting up for a 2. Not a friendly rim. Vivek Chauhan is there to pick up the rebound and take it back for the Masters. Bick with the ball. The bearded king takes it to the hoop, kicks it out to Indy. Indy splits the defense, goes inside, unable to make it. Bick is there to pick the rebound, goes out of his hands. The ball is out of bounds. It's Machas ball. Up, no, maybe it's, yes, it is, went off the hands of Arvind. So it is going to be Gurugram Masters ball. Asking for a screen, kicking it out to Vivek Chauhan. Vivek taking it to the hoop. Anil back out to Himanshu. Himanshu almost losing it. Good defensive efforts there by the general. The Chief this time missing that too. And Arvind. And that was Indy pulling the chair from under. Arvind unable to stabilize himself. 4 minutes 38 on the clock. 2 point difference is what the Gurugram Masters and the Bangalore Machas share. And Gurugram have the upper hand at this point in time. Marcus for a long 2 is there to pick it up. Unable to make it. Vivek Chauhan with the rebound. Puts it back inside. Unable to make that one. Marcus once more with the rebound. And this time will he make it count? Yes, he does. Pump fakes and moves back and puts it off the glass. The Chief. Anil. Unable to make that one. 10 points to Gurugram Masters versus 7 of Bangalore Machas. 4 minutes 15 on the clock. 2 fouls apiece. Indy for a screen set by Bick. And Bick takes it to the glass and he does what he does best. Just lays it in smooth. A pick and roll is what these guys do best. Their chemistry is such that they make it look so easy every single time. Shashank Rai off to Himanshu. Himanshu forcing a shot there. Ball is out of bounds. It's going to be Masters ball this time. dropping it to Big. That was Indy. Out to Marcus. Marcus unchallenged takes a 2. And yes, nothing but net. Shredding it from out there. That is the chief for Masters. He picks up the rebound, gets out, makes those shots. He does everything that's required for his team. Finding the open man, but unfortunately he's not able to get it. This time Himanshu had a piece of that action. And spotting up for a 2 from outside, that's Arvind Armugam. A deep pass inside by Big to Marcus, but the ball is lost. It's Machas' ball, and this time a foul has been called on the general. Indy will go out on a short breather, and Vivek Chauhan comes in, and a timeout has been called. 3 minutes 17 on the clock. Gurugram Masters have a fairly decent lead of 6 points, 13-7. Will they be able to close out or ice this game with 21 before the 10-minute mark remains to be seen. But if they can pull off a bit of that magic like they had, those pick and rolls and finding the chief open beyond the arc, then that just might be a possibility. That's what they would be looking at, because they still have the semi-final to play. And after the final, semi-final, they would be looking to play in the final as well. So they have to conserve the energy and make every ball possession count. So that's what the Masters would be looking to do, as will the Machas. But will the Machas try to come on top of the table is what remains to be seen. Forcing his way inside, but Big has stolen that ball, taking it like candy from a child. Vivek Chauhan spotting up for a 2, a jumper. He doesn't make it off Arvind's hand, but back into Big's. Big kicks it out to Vivek. Vivek tries to find Big. Goes off Arvind Armugam's leg, so it's going to be Masters' ball. Bangalore Machas looking a tad winded here. They'll have to claw their way back into this ball game, but it looks like the Masters seem to have a comfortable edge over the Machas, and the Machas do seem to be struggling right now. And a screen set by Marcus, and Indy launching a 2 there. Not good, but Inji is there to pick it up and put it back inside, unchallenged, uncontested off the glass. And Rai, Shashank Rai for the Machas, spotting up for a 2 from behind the arc. No good. Marcus picks up the rebound. Indy trying to split the defense over there, goes for a hook, draws a foul instead. And that foul will go against Rai and his team. So that's going to be the 3rd foul for the Machas, while Indy will go to the free throw line and get a free throw. Missing that one, but Arvind is there to pick up the rebound for Bangalore Machas. Out to Himanshu. Himanshu forcing a 2 over there, but Vivek is there to pick up the rebound, passes it to Indy and to Big once more, and Big makes it off the glass, makes it look easy. The exchange between these two pretty much poetic, but Himanshu is there to make a quick one in return for the Machas. 15-8 is the scoreline, and just 2 minutes 9 seconds on the shot clock, on the game clock, I would say. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. Ball goes out of bounds, pushed out of Big's hands. So it's going to be Masters' ball. Big to Indy. And that's something that they love to do best between these two. The exchange is always sweet. Challenged by Big and beautifully put back by Shashank Rai, who's there to put it inside. And Marcus shreds the net with another 2. The chief is at it. And how? Shashank Rai, unchallenged, takes it to the hoop, misses that slam, and that should be a tad painful for him at this point in time. Missing a slam is never easy. Big and Indy, challenged by Shashank. Big draws a foul, so Big is going to go to the line. 18-9, a 9-point deficit is what the Machas are staring at, and definitely this game is out for the Machas. The Machas look like they're going to settle for the 2nd place in their pool, and Masters will be looking to ace their pool. And a little bit of a hustle there. The ball goes out of bounds. Shashank Rai was trying to take it in hard, but Big was there to challenge it, and Big asking for a timeout right now, a little winded. And why not? They have played hard, and how? 18-9 is the scoreline. A minute and 27 remain on the clock. I would say Bick, maybe. No, Marcus. He's doing everything. Rebounding, passing and scoring. But huh? Machas ball. Shashank Rai with the ball. Drops it to Arvind inside. And Arvind unchallenged. Makes it. Vivek Chauhan doesn't challenge him there. Oh, there's a bit of an argument there saying that he didn't challenge it. And things like that. Is it going to be an and one? No, it's not going to be an and one. It is going to be Masters ball, or are they? Yes, it is going to be Masters ball. 8-point difference between these teams. Finding Marcus Hammonds outside, but he's not able to make it. Shashank Rai spotting up for a 2 from outside, rebounded by Inderbir Singh. He will take it out for Masters. A screen set for him. Forcing a shot there, rebounded by Shashank Rai, out to Arvind Armugam, who steps out, legalize it, brings it in. Oh, nice one, nice fake there, turns, but he's not able to make it. Ball is swatted out to bounce by Bick. Shashank Rai asking for a screen or finding the open man. That he does, finds the open man and Arvind makes that shot. Indy tries to go inside, drops it, a nice sweet dime inside to Bick. Bick has a light touch over there despite the foul, manages to make it. He seems to have taken a hit on the head, but tough fella, he will survive. And it's an and one situation for Bick. 19-11, 41.4 seconds remain. If Bick makes it, it's going to be 20, and all they'll need is one more point to ice this game. And that he does. Just 1 point remains now to close this out. Marcus with the ball, almost losing it. No, he has it. Good control. Spots up for a 2 from downtown, and Marcus sinks it. 32 seconds remain, and Marcus has been shredding the net from all over the place. The chief reigns. And how? Gurugram Masters 22 versus Bangalore Machas, who have 11 points, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Gurugram Masters have secured the first position in their pool and will be going into the semi-final to play the runner-up of Pool B. And who is going to be meeting them in Pool B remains to be seen in the next game, which is going to be played between Mumbai Heroes versus Goa Snipers. And the team that loses that game is the one that's going to be facing Gurugram Masters in this pool, in the first semi-final. And we can see the highlights over here. All the exciting action from the game gone by. Bick nailing those free throws, making the 2s. He has been all over the place doing what it takes. Marcus and Bick have really done it for the Gurugram Masters in this game. And even though the Bangalore Machas seemed like they were putting up a good struggle, it always seemed a little out of reach for them. And that was because of this person, Marcus Hammonds II, who ensured that every single time there was some struggle from the Bangalore Machas, he ensured that he was taking it away with those 2s at regular intervals. And the combination between both the guilds was quite something, and that is magic on the floor every single time between them. Bikram, the chief. Commendable efforts there by Arvind Armugam and Shashank Rai. And let's go over to Rishi. He's waiting to interview the stars.
It might just be getting darker, but the court is getting lit up, and we have finished a game where Gurugram Masters beat the Bangalore Machas by 10 points, and I have the general himself, none other than Inderbir Singh. Congratulations on winning the second game of day 1. Indi, I want to ask you that you've been outside the court for 2 years because of COVID. How has it been getting back on the court? What's the feeling like?
First of all, I would like to thank 3BL, and I would like to thank the commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, for putting this event on and putting this league on and giving players like myself a platform to do what we love to do, which is to play basketball. And to answer your question, kind of answers it in a way, but man, after 2 years, we've been waiting for so long, and it feels freaking amazing to be back on the court. I think you can see a little bit of rust. Players are, not as in rhythm as they should be. But I think as the league continues, fans will get to see a really good brand of basketball, good quality basketball. So I'm very, very excited for that.
Your team is interesting in itself because three of your players have got nicknames, yeah? One is the General, which is you yourself. One is the Chief, and one is the Bearded King. Now, how's this team syncing up with you? What's your go-to tool?
I mean, besides the nicknames, I think what's even more important is our chemistry off the court. Chief, we've known him for a couple of years, but this is the first time, us playing with him. And then our young buck, VC, who's always late to practices. But, he's a good kid. He's a hard worker, so it's good to kind of get to know him and, kind of mesh together. So, besides playing, our off-the-court stuff is, just as fun.
Really happy to have you for this season. Good luck for the remaining one. That was the General himself from Gurugram Masters, known as Inderpreet Singh Gill. What a player he is. Back to you in the commentary box.